Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. So, progress is really being made now and we are expanding at a fairly decent rate. In just a minute we're going to be buying the preserved food production, hopefully for the chilies. I'm unsure at this stage if we need to have another input with the chilies, but if we do, we will find out. But we're just heading over to the market, as always, with our mushrooms to sell our mushrooms. And yeah, actually there was a collectible. This was spotted by a few viewers, so thank you to those people who spotted it. It's in a basket over at the market, and I was within a meter of it, but I couldn't see it. I just didn't obviously notice it at the time. But yeah, there is a golden glow, a yellow glow coming from this basket. So yeah, I'm not saying 100% that it is a collectible, but it's almost certain. It certainly looks like a collectible. Otherwise, why would there be a glowing basket? That'd be very strange. So let's go and find out for sure. So this is the market. It's quite a busy place. I will try not to run over everybody. I'm sure that won't go down terribly well. After you. Yeah, so the glowing basket in question is just there. In fact, it just lit up as I got closer to it. There is indeed a collectible. I can't believe that because I've been here so many times. That is just unbelievable. I suspect there are also quite a few collectibles over near the port. I did get one from near the lighthouse, but that can't be the only one from over there because there's so much activity over there. These people, be spatially aware. What's wrong with everybody? Good grief. There's a truck coming up right behind you. You just stroll in front of it. £12,490. Very nice. So that gives us the money for the preserved food production. And once we've got that all set up and going, I think we'll be able to move on. We might have to deliver a tree to the to our small sawmill. We'll have to see about that. But yes, if we don't need to, then we will move on because I need to flood the rice paddy in the next month. Now, I've had many people saying, can you keep up 3 videos a day? And I know it is extremely frequent, my uploads. Honest answer is no, I cannot keep up 3 uploads a day, although I am absolutely obsessed with FS25 and can't wait to show more about it. But I will try to get 2 videos shown every day, although again, obviously I have real life commitments as well, so I can't just record continuously. But I am trying my best to get as many videos out to you to show different things. But of course, yeah, if you want to get the game, you can now get the game. My affiliation link is down below if you want to buy it through that. If not, fair enough, not a problem. Okay, so here we are. There's another thing I want to try as well, actually, with this. I did try and fill up my water tank from this pump here, but then after I did that, a lot of people said, oh, fill it up from the actual paddy field. So we will try and do it. Of course, I do need to flood it first. So, let's build our production. Now, this area here has been drilled. We have put soybeans into here. So I don't really want to build on that. But we've got quite a big area here where the tanker is, where I could probably squeeze in another production. If we can't get it into there, then I can probably put it over here, where the tractors are. Although that would be a good place for some sheds, or a shed. So, yeah, let's get into productions. Let's find the preserved food production. Where is it? Good grief. It's going to be the last one I click on. Yeah, there it is. So it's not big. It's actually very small. And I think that would fit quite comfortably just there if the tanker wasn't there. Obviously, we're going to have to move the tanker. Otherwise, that's going to be problematic. So we'll just get that shifted. We probably do need to go and refill the tanker anyway, actually. But there we go, that gives us a bit of space. And it gives us plenty of space to access the front of the greenhouses too. We want to have free mode enabled, so there we go. Where's our boundary? Just there. So I think, what, will the grass still show through? Oh, it shouldn't do, should it? Shall we see if the grass still grows through? Ah, fantastic. Good. So, really close obviously to transfer everything. And in fact, we could just set it to distributing. We could just set the chili to distributing. But let's have a look on here at the preserved food factory. Incoming materials are obviously all here. We don't need to have all of those, thankfully. But let's just see which product involves chili. Now, I didn't see another chili product, so I'm guessing we do need to have another input with it, but let's just find out what it is. Okay, so kimchi is what takes chili peppers. I was looking through them all, I couldn't see anything that took chili peppers, and finally I scrolled down and I saw chili peppers there. So to do this, obviously we can't just do it as it is. We do need to have some other products as well. We need to have some spring onions, garlic, and most of all the cabbage. The cabbage is very important. But luckily, all of these ingredients can be produced in this greenhouse. So what we would do is we'll get these all activated and we'll set them to automatically distribute. So we need that cabbage there, spring onion, we've already got the chili peppers, and we need garlic. So there we go. We'll set these to distributing. I do hope that it does automatically distribute to that production. It should do. Perfect. So given time, these wonderful products that we're growing here, these wonderful ingredients, should go into there and we should be able to make kimchi. It's going to be good. It's going to be very good. So as for the chilies which have already stored here, I can sell them or I can transfer them. It doesn't really matter. I think it doesn't take much, does it? The recipe for it wasn't significant. Kimchi. No, it only takes 2 chili peppers to 20 cabbages. So I don't think we need that much chili. And obviously you wouldn't need that much chili because otherwise you'd blow your head off. So I think we can probably just transfer a few. I've already transferred 1. I'll transfer 2 more. This one. And another one. And then the rest can just be loaded up and we can sell them. We probably can sell them to the market as well, but I was just taking them to the restaurant last time because it gave us the best price. But it is good now to have this preserved food production because we can deliver many other products as well, such as rice. Rice is going to be handy because we've got long grain rice in a bag. And if you put rice into there, 60 litres of long grain rice will produce 30 rice rolls. And rice rolls can probably be used in another recipe as well, possibly, or they could just be sold as they are. So let's see the difference between 1,000 litres of long grain rice, okay, about 1,500, but we can peak at 1,700, and rice rolls, 4,775. Obviously it's not 1 litre to 1 litre, it's not 1 to 1, but still, it's hopefully going to be more profitable this way. Okay, so I think I've done enough talking there. Let's have a quick final look at the sawmill. Yeah, I'll go and grab a couple of trees and we'll put them into the sawmill and then we'll rest. And then in the morning we can flood the paddy fields. Yeah, I'm just trying to clear this area here because this is our forest, and I'm not really planning on keeping this area here as a forest, or at least not the flat areas. I think the banks will have to be. So we're going to have either animals or some kind of production just here. If we had the money at the time, I could have put the sawmill here, but yeah, we couldn't. We had to put it in the yard. So yeah, it would have been the ideal place for the sawmill. None of this moving around. I could move it, but then yeah, we're going to lose money if we move it. Ooh, this one doesn't want me to pick it up. There we go. So we're going to have to stump grind, but I need to make sure I've cleared enough trees first to make it worthwhile, to make the rental worthwhile. We've got some pretty big stumps. And yes, I do have some more trees to clear first of all. I did see a suggestion to get goats and put them here. I'm not too sure if that is going to be suitable, but we will find out in the near future. Because I'm hoping to get the dynamic pastures. I wanted the dynamic pastures a long time ago, but obviously you can't always have everything you want straight away. We've got to work towards that. Because yeah, my intention was to show that feature off pretty early on, but money just does not allow me to do that, and I've just crashed into my beautiful cherry blossom tree. Right, well, I'll just put this last tree into the sawmill. If it would take it, it might not do. We have delivered quite a bit of wood there. And then we have this fairly precarious looking load of planks and beams, which really should be going over to the temple construction site. Yes, it's not just a temple that likes to buy planks, though. It's actually a place that we're building, so they need as much of this product as possible. Right, how's that looking? I'm surprised. I suppose it isn't perfect timber, so we're not getting really optimum amounts of wood out of them. There'll be a lot of wastage. But yeah, 10,604, that'll keep us going for quite some time. Let's strap these on. We have got a wing at the back. And we will make the long journey over to the temple now. I could put the chilies in here as well, but they're in a completely different direction if we're going to the restaurant. I should just double check that. Where is the best price currently for chilies? So the restaurant is 1377. The market is 1367. So it's not really that much different. Although we'd still have to go to the store to reconfigure the truck, because we're currently set to the sides. We've got the grain sides on, rather than having a flatbed. So now we'll just go over to the temple, we'll get some, well, quite a decent sum of money in, and then it'll be time to move on to May. It's raining and my products are getting wet. Right, we need diesel. The diesel fuel station is just here. Very convenient. I'll go to the second one because my trailer is in the road. Okay. And yeah, I don't really have any intention of getting rid of this truck. Probably ever. It's really handy. Although one day we will have an articulated lorry. £250, not too expensive either. Uh-oh, I've just hit the number 3 sign with my wing. Oh no. Quick, drive off fast so nobody notices. It's foggy up at the temple. I've just checked the price, and the temple is still offering over £10,000 for one pallet load of beams. We've got two. We've got 2 pallet loads of beams on here. We've got 2. No, we've got 3 long planks, and we've got 4 short planks. So this should be a pretty big sum of money. Here we go. £50,496. Good, so that is going to get us another step closer to getting animals. But we've got so much money to spend on machinery as well. So a few people didn't want me to get rid of that AGCO Y tractor. I didn't really want it at all. I know it wasn't worth much, so yeah, I guess when you look at it financially, it was a bad decision to actually get rid of it. I accept that. But we will we'll get another tractor, and I'll probably buy it new, probably. It depends if there's a super good deal. I don't think we have any good deals currently. Oh, there is. The 6R. Oh, it didn't want to show up today. It's a sick day. We'll come back later. think I'll just park here for now. We don't actually own this trailer. I really should buy one. I'm just not quite comfortable yet to buy one, because it's only costing us £95 a day, that one, plus hourly fees, but that's only the hours that you use it, and we don't use it for that long at a time. We use it quite frequently, but not for a very long period of time each time, so sort of happy with my £95 a day instead of spending £10,000 on it. Anyway, here we are in the new day. Hello Walter, how are you? Let's go and flood these paddy fields, and we'll make sure everything is good over there. I think, yes, they are. They are fully fertilised. I made sure of that. But we do have 3 fields left to fertilise. Well, second application. So that's flooding. Once that has flooded, I will check the Bowser, see if we can fill water for the greenhouse from the paddy fields. It would seem kind of strange but logical at the same time, because we want the water in the paddy field. You wouldn't want to empty it, but yeah, it's a local water source. It makes perfect sense. It's probably a bit muddy though, isn't it, for putting into a nice clean fresh water tank? You'd have thought so. So yeah, as I said, we do need to just do a bit of fertilising very quickly. There's not too much to do. There's a section of 32, 28, which is minute, and 27, which is still pretty small. So probably only 5-10 minutes to do the entire lot, because our spreader is so big. We're going to buy this field as well, and in fact this is probably where the animals are going to be. And this will become animals. Oh, we've got spraying to do too, we've got herbicide. But again, our spray is pretty decent, so it shouldn't take too long. Any kimchi being produced yet? Let's have a look here. Kimchi, where are you? Kimchi. I didn't activate it, but that's alright, because we're only just getting the products in. So it's now activated, and well, what do we have? We've got all the garlic we need, we've got the spring onion, we've got the chili peppers, but we've got barely any cabbage. So I'm sure it's going to soon produce that and then stop. But hopefully today we'll get at least 1 pallet of kimchi in. That'd be good. Right, spreading and spraying. We've already got the spreader on here, so we might as well do that first of all. And because it is the first growth stage, we don't need to put narrow tyres on, so we're okay with these very, very chunky wide tyres. There is a possibility that we'll have to go and buy some more fertiliser, but I'm hoping we won't have to. It's interesting seeing the area which has been ploughed, because that's our field extension, has got no weeds at all, so there's definitely something to be said for ploughing. So I think if you plough, we wouldn't get the weeds, so that could be a good solution to not having to spend money on herbicide. At least it seems to be that way, because in this current gameplay I've kept most of the settings on default, and I think by default periodic ploughing was switched off, and I can't see needs ploughing on this list, so I think my periodic ploughing is disabled. But it's probably best that way, because otherwise we're going to have to keep ploughing quite a lot, and you'll probably get kind of bored of that. It's a lot of repetition doing ploughing quite frequently. It's not every time, but most times. Well, it's good to see that the farm is weed free. There we go. And just so it doesn't annoy anybody, I'll get that one weed. That one weed that I just missed. There, right, so there is rain in the forecast. There usually is. It shouldn't be a problem for us though. But what we're going to do now is we're going to try and pump water out of the paddy fields, just because a few people have suggested this. In fact, some people, I did see a comment which said that you definitely can do it. So I'm now quite hopeful that we can get water from there. It would save going down to the sea. And I'm guessing it is not salt water. Yeah, we've been putting salt water in all these productions, but they don't seem to mind. Anyway, yeah, let's get that tanker from over there, and we'll see if we can refill from the paddy field. And I wonder if you can do it. I wonder if it will decrease the fill level, or if it will just stay the same. First, let's just check and see if it actually will fill from here. I guess as far as the tanker is concerned, it is just water, and it'll take water from anywhere. You can do. Okay, so before we go filling that to the top, because that's got a capacity of 8,000 litres, let's see how full it is currently. 53%. This is brilliant. Well done to everybody who suggested this. It's really appreciated. Right, so that's filling. Let's see if we can make a difference over here. Only issue is I can't actually see when it's full, but we could probably have an educated guess. It doesn't take that long to fill, probably like 20 seconds. So we'll also sell those pallets there. Still 53%. Still 53%. So it's looking likely that it doesn't affect the actual fill level. Yep, that's full. Brilliant. Well, that saves our journeys down to the sea, and it also means that we don't have to do many shuttle runs long distance. Because, yeah, this greenhouse, I think, has got a capacity of 40,000 litres. We can only do 8 at a time. Yeah, it takes a lot of time if you're going all the way over there. Look at the wet wheels. Wet with mud. Right, yeah, so I'll just do a few loads, and then we'll check the water fill level again and see if it's impacted it. But it really doesn't seem likely. Making a bit of a muddy mess. I've only just realised that there's actually no grass fields on the map. Like, none at all. I should assume that there would be a few, but we're going to have to create them for producing food, silage, hay, that sort of stuff. So yeah, we're going to be getting on with that very soon, but of course we need to be able to afford the land first, and land is the big one. That is super expensive. In fact, I would be tempted to say more so than in the UK, where I'm from. Although I'm not saying this is comparable to the UK, this is not a UK map, but the land is super expensive, and the UK is expensive, but I think even the price on here are pushing that. I will just show you what it would cost. So if we were to go with, for example, field number 6, 5 acres, 5.5 acres for £133,000. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that is quite a bit above the average per acre. For number 7, 20, well, almost 21 acres, 20.5 acres, £500,000. It seems high. It does seem high. Anyway, we are going to have to get a piece of land for grass, and I don't know which one it's going to be. I've got 8 acres there, almost £200,000. That one is out of the question because that includes all the forest. So there's no point in even buying plot 34. 29 is the same. In fact, 33 is similar. But so yeah, if you really wanted to go for just arable land, it is these. But then it looks like these are still really, really expensive. I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to have to win the lottery or something. Right, okay. Well, we'll put the tanker there. Check that water fill level, although I'm not expecting it to change. Although it will change naturally, because it does decrease over time. And by tomorrow, it will have completely emptied. Right, well. 53% potentially? Yes, okay, so it has no impacts. Good. Yes, let's go to sleep. I don't think we would benefit in any way by staying in May. Hello, Walter. I'm going to say hello to him every time. That would be so annoying, though. It's a new day, and we should be able to see, I hope, some kimchi which has been produced. We'll have a quick run up the road. Hooray! We've got our kimchi in jars. So it's like fermented vegetables. Salted fermented vegetables, which can be spicy because we've added the chili peppers. So it's good to see that we do have a crate now of 1,000 litres of kimchi. So how much, if we sold that right now, how much would we actually get for this product? Oh, well, that's not very much. You might get 2,000 if you're lucky. Yeah, you might get 2,000. But it's not using that much chili. It's not using that much chili at all. So I guess the biggest question is, how much do you get for 1,000 litres of cabbage? Much less, well, about half. So I think it probably is worth it. It does seem to be worth it. It's certainly more exciting this way. And yeah, all of these can be sold because there's absolutely no need to keep them. It barely uses any chili. We're constantly producing chili, so they can go. Best price is January, so we're actually almost at the worst time. Although the price doesn't change that much, so we might as well just sell them. Restaurant is 1312. Canning factory is 1333. But yeah, farmers market 1327. That's, yeah, we'll go there. We'll go to the market. You know what we really need? We need a forklift. Is there anything in sale? No, that's a shame. Yeah, we need an industrial forklift. And so does the store, actually. The store, I think, should get one to load things up. We'll have to get one as soon as we can properly afford it. Not, I know we've got the money, but we can't properly afford it. And I want to get the animals. Also, I would just quickly check and see how much it actually costs to get the cow pasture. Yeah, okay, so that is just the initial price. When you put the fencing around, that increases the price. And it's going to kick up a fuss about our trees, even though I'm going to put a custom fence. Although I did see it did just say that we could place it. So probably, if I'm careful enough, I might be able to get it. But yeah, it really does want to be in an open field. It's most likely going to be here, I would say. So yeah, one of our fields is going to have to turn into grass because we cannot afford land. It's a big issue. It is a big issue. Best value for money is probably field number 1 because there's not much grass around it. There doesn't seem to be any trees. There's no rocks or anything like that. So if we could try and target field number 1 for grass, that would be good. And if we can buy it with a good crop in it, then that's money back immediately. So shall we target field number 1? It does have red beet. That's like the worst crop because I have to get a really expensive slow machine to do that. But once the farmer has put a new crop in, I could harvest that and then we could get something else. So we should probably aim towards that. Anyway, we're just trying to get to the time when we can harvest our crops. It's looking like next episode, realistically. So let's just, for now, reconfigure this truck to a flatbed. We'll load up all of our products, including the kimchi and the wood and everything, and we'll see how much money we can end this episode with. I really hope that it's going to be something big, because, well, we don't want to spend too long waiting for the field, although probably we'll want the field for grass before that red beet gets harvested. So yes, although I want field number 1, we probably won't end up getting field number 1. We'll have to get something which is similar. Well, there we go. Yeah, I've sort of lost it a bit today, I think, the stacking. It's a very tight area though, and like I said, we need an industrial forklift. Luckily, the yard here will be expanded. As I keep saying, the area which is currently growing a crop there next to the tanker will be paved like this eventually. So it won't be as tight trying to get down to where the chilies were. So anyway, that doesn't look very good. But let's get these things taken over to the store, several stores, and we'll see how much money we can make. I don't actually know where the seedlings go. Well, saplings. I keep calling them saplings because the game calls them saplings. But then, yeah, a lot of people keep saying, oh, don't call them saplings, call them seedlings, because they're not trees. So let's just have a quick look here. Rice, saplings. Whoa, yeah, every time I see that, I get so excited, but it's not 1,000 litres a pallet, it's only about 20-ish. So anyway, the warehouse will buy them. I wonder if Goldcrest Valley will buy everything. If it will, we can take everything to the station. We could put it on a train. So Goldcrest Valley for those is 1,300. It's not the best price though, is it? Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to go to the market and we'll just see what it takes. And anything which is left I can sort out individually. Right. I'm a little bit concerned about the height, although we should be okay looking at that. Don't flip. Don't flip. Please. Please. Thank you. Yeah, I think when it gets to this sort of stage, it just proves that we need to upgrade. So, I do have to unstrap everything to get it to sell. We should lose the chilies, and the enoki's gone as well. Strap that again. Obviously we're not going to lose the beans or anything like that here. But we've got a decent sum of money, so it really is just... Well, the temple is for the wood. I don't think the temple are going to want to buy the rice saplings, rice seedlings. Must I say both? I'm just going to call it what the game calls it. Although the game calls Scots pine trees Scotch pine, which is kind of weird too. Yeah, so... Yeah, rice, saplings... Warehouse, that's in the right direction. We'll go to the warehouse. Having to go to the temple first because although the warehouse will buy the wooden products, they're offering about £2,000 less. So we don't want them to be taken accidentally. So 118,000. I keep seeing that and just thinking, whoa, that's so much money. But then when you compare it to the price of everything, it actually doesn't buy you much at all. But it's not like it's costing as much money to produce these products. It's just time, really. A bit of diesel. So it's all good. And here we are at the warehouse to conclude our big selling session. Yeah, so they should take all of these saplings. They're actually... I've set it to selling, so all the ones which are produced from now on will be sold. And if we ever want more, to do more transplanting, which we will, I've just changed the mode, the output mode. So there we go. We finish off with £121,000. I think that's quite good. It doesn't buy us for number one, but it just gets us another big step in the right direction. So we're going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please remember to like and subscribe. Until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.